DPR is recorded on the lands of the Yagara people and Kulin nations. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded, always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
You were warned, and now you cannot turn back. In this realm, your paths are limited. Your choices here make waves. Those waves crash and grow and reflect, growing more powerful with every pass. There is only one way to escape. You must defeat him. But he is already hunting you. He knows you. He can already taste your soul. A lone hill stands, wind-worn and surrounded by thick forest on the western edge of the valley of Barovia. Dark clouds above grow thicker and thicker, the light drizzle seeping from them, only an appetizer for the storm to come. Atop the hill stands a great lone tree, its bare grey branches clawing at the sky like angry, thorny talons. Thick, blood-like sap drips from cracks in its ancient bark. Below, within the confines of a ring of kneeling druids, an ancient crone cavorts around the tree, clutching a glowing stone. Her form switches from young to old as she passes through the tree's shadow. And as she passes each druid, her hand flicks out, tearing their throats one by one. As each druid collapses, their blood pools on the ground and is greedily sucked up by the great tree's roots. As the final druid falls, his life essence stolen by the tree, the crone thrusts the glowing stone deep in a crack of the bark. The stone pulses, pulses, pulses like a misshapen heart beating to an irregular time. And suddenly, the sky is rent by a mighty crack of lightning. And with a screaming, creaking crack, a huge wooden figure bursts from the bole of the mighty ancient tree. Winter Splinter is come. The terrible, evil treant strides away into the forest, goaded on by the cackling, victorious laughter of Baba Yaga. Its huge strides, leaving deep, irregular imprints in the soft, loamy soil. One of these imprints begins to fill with rainwater. Rainwater that pools in a strange pattern. A pattern that spells DPR, Curse of Strahd.
Oh, you better believe it's DPR, Curse of Strahd, episode 25. You've got this far. It's a quarter century. Congratulations to you. And welcome to the story. My name is Emil. I play Sonny Bono, the sentient sword. And he is currently occupying the body of a coach driver who's got a dicky knee, which we found out. And he found out when he tried to bust some sick disco moves in the last episode. Let's see. Will his dicky knee hold him up? Will he get past it? We'll find out. At the moment, he's going into the sex dungeon of a weird old crow man, and he's unsure about it, but he's intrigued, curious enough that he'll follow along until things get really weird. How about you, Ben?
Well, I play Ragyog, the goblin cleric of Lathander, and likewise, he is equally weirded out about entering this weird dungeon. Ragyog has many questions related to the bleakness of this land and is keen to find out his memory. There's an inkling of something about the Wizard of the Wines from the old Taroka reading we did. I want answers, damn it. What about you, Mo? Or maybe Lauren? Maybe Irina?
Hello, my name's Lauren Buck. I play
Smooth.
Irina Indirovich, daughter of the Burgermeister. And she's just witnessed a massive fight. She got to use some firebolts. She's pretty cool with that. But also during that fight, Hans, their stalemate kind of broke a little bit when he rubbed the ruby in his pants, and she's a little bit worried that Strahd's gonna show up. Mo, on the other hand, is pretty happy because everything just got defeated, and it looks like they're gonna get some wine and some cheese because she's not doing very well. She's pretty beat up after the big blast thing that happened as well. But apart from that, she's like ready to get some party started, and she is really loving the old man's beautiful feather coat. She's like, where you get that from? Because that is fine. I could see that at a party, you know what I mean? That is a party man with a party plan. What about you, Jack?
I'm Jack. Oh, fuck. I had it so well planned.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Do you want to do it again?
Anyway, I play... Nah, it's all good. I play Louise, a paladin fishwoman from the distant French seas. Her mind wanders to the inimitable question, are the class structures too ingrained to ever change? I wonder, Dan, what is your character thinking?
Could you not remember Dan's character's name? You couldn't remember Dan's character's name, could you?
No.
Well, I feel like I should be pontificating quite a bit. My name is Dan Last. I do play Hans von Such, the half-orc blood hunter, captivated under the charm of the evil Strahd himself. Now, I would just like to clarify a couple of things because I feel like there's been a little bit of slander towards my character in these introductions. Firstly,
hey, I haven't mentioned Nazis for at least 2 weeks. So
Hey. None of that. Bring up Nazis or Hitler, it's over. It's the rule of the internet.
And that was episode 25.
And that has allowed it to thrive. No, Hans rubbed the ruby in his pocket. So I would like to say that I would believe Irina doesn't really know what Hans was
Yes, I
up
do.
to. He rubbed
Greg said
the
I
ruby
could
in
sense
his
it.
pocket. You don't have X-ray vision,
Greg
although
did
now
say
it
you
is glowing in his pants pocket. So
Hmm.
there is a bit of a reddish hue emitting from his genitals, but we've all
Not
been
for the
there.
first time.
What about you, Greg? What do you do in this thing that we record and talk things with?
Well, I would love to introduce myself, but I feel that I should really pass the baton to Ben. Ben, will you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
He already did his intro.
Didn't
Did
he
it?
do that?
Yeah, that's why.
And
I
it
was,
was so good.
I can
that
tell
I
you-
remembered.
So good, we wanted it twice.
I mean, it's clearly memorable. I can tell you a bit more if you like.
We haven't yet hit the half-hour mark of the podcast. I think we can go for a bit longer.
Ragyog is short.
There's 6 of us. What the shit? How did
He's
you get
short and
this?
often overlooked. He's annoyed that his God won't listen to him and doesn't even remember that he's spoken. For
I mean,
fuck's
that's
sake.
canon.
But now over to our illustrious
Yep.
dungeon master who remembers all his players equally.
Greg's like, let's keep this one short and then gets one of us to double.
I just felt like that Ben didn't really get enough of a go. I just really wanted to. That's me, the puppet master, fingers on all the strings. Greg Pickering, the dungeon master of DPR, does Curse of Strahd. I have the delight of vividly explaining all sex dungeons we may or may not enter during Curse of Strahd, and I also have the benefit of adjudicating on the Ruby Gate. How
How opaque are his leather pants? That's the question.
Hey, I haven't put it up my butt yet.
No, Irina would know that that Hans was fiddling around in his pocket. I don't know that Irina knows that he has a ruby, though, right?
No
I
one
do not
does.
think that he does. That she does. I don't think anybody does. So,
All right.
fine. We must be careful not to metagame there. Although suspicion of Hans, I think, is well placed.
Yes,
from
totally.
Irina.
And that's even before he was charmed by Strahd. Just a dodgy dude.
Just a weird,
no.
weird guy.
He was looking for his half brother.
DPR episode 25, and now with a different intro.
And if you'd like to help Hans look for his half brother, you can sponsor us on Patreon. Find the link on our website at dicepaperroll.com, which incidentally has lots of interesting things on it. So interesting that Greg forgot them.
They're just beautiful. It's covered in beautiful. It's actually really beautiful. Seth, thank you. Thank you, Seth Daniels.
Yeah, it's actually really
It's-
very fun.
There's parallax in it. Oh, my God.
You can access all of our
Yes.
Twitter feeds on there, so jump on there for that.
Yeah.
All the things. Yeah, please tweet at me. I'm so bored and lonely. Anyway.
Hey, I tag you in Instagram posts where I want to win free dice. So
Yes. You do.
I do, yeah.
I always reply.
And you do.
with-
Yeah. I'm like,
with
oh my God,
some-
stunning. And you're like, so beautiful. And I'm like, just give me the
Shiny.
free dice.
We never
Instagram
win.
competitions are bullshit.
I think that makes Greg your swag hag. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Yep.
I'm your double swag hag. You tag me twice. You tag me and you tag Dice.
Well, it
Paper
says
Roll.
tag 2 of your friends. So
So you tag me twice.
I tag you
Beautiful.
twice. And then you reply in different accounts. It's a good
Yeah.
system.
It's a good system. It
I would
works.
have replied if you'd tagged
All
me.
right. Well,
Yeah, but it
congratulations.
said
Welcome
it
to
said
the
two
Swag Hag
friends,
team.
Jack.
Yeah. It got me on a technicality there.
Anyway,
Two
Ben, can you
friends.
give us?
A product
Ben-
is more of a friend.
Sorry, guys. Can we just hear Ben? How's your
Yeah,
character?
Ben. I think
Feeling.
we missed
Who are
an
you
introduction
playing?
from you, Ben.
Who are you?
Sorry, did we skip you?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think
Ben.
might
Are you
have.
in the call?
Sorry, what?
Are you in the call? Anyway, you all head down into Davian Mardikov's cheese, wine, and sex dungeon, which is currently
Oh, my favourites.
In that order.
Yes.
I was going to say
Well-
that's a sweaty slow fuck if it's that order.
Oh my God, so sweaty. Oh.
Cheese wet
Like-
dreams.
That was slightly crampy.
Oh, why
Um,
does my heart feel so slow?
Oh, don't make me run. I'm full of cheese.
Hard
Um,
or soft?
Oh dear.
very, very long cellar
Sometimes blue.
that you enter. So it's lined with barrels of wine along the sides, and you can see Further down, a lot of the racks are empty, as if the vineyard has not been producing the amount of wine it should for quite a long time. And down here, the three families that make up Davian's children and their own small families have been hiding, and they all thank you as they move past out into the winery, and you are left with Davian down in this cellar. It's lit by candles that line a long table that sits in the middle, and along that table there's a really great array of food that they have laid out. So cheeses and cured meats, stuff that will last a long time. Because they've been down here for a couple of days. You have done me and my family a great service by ridding us of this latest wave of blights. I thank you. I invite you to sit and break. Well, if not bread, we haven't baked bread in a number of days. At least break cheese with me.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's take out the wheels.
I have a particularly stinky and runny blue here for you to sample.
Ooh, I do love a cheese that bites back.
Oh, it is such a smell. Oh, so beautiful. I would like some of that one and that one. And especially that one. And
I don't think I've seen you eat from inside your contraption there, Louise.
Oh, yes. I'm actually really intrigued.
oh, it's easy. I just open this hatch on the top and I just drop it in, and it's
Little
like a
sprinkle.
fish food. And
Light sprinkle of blue cheese.
You better be quick there, Louise, because that's a pretty heavy chunk of cheese you just dropped in there.
yes. It is obscuring my view. Excuse me.
Well,
Things get a little cloudy for Louise.
Very runny. So how long did you say that you had been down in these little rooms, did you say?
My family have been penned inside for 2 days. 2 days since the last assault began.
and have these assaults been going on for some time, Master Davian? Because I believe he's a family member in Valakai, is rather concerned about the shortage of wine and the lack of deliveries.
He didn't really express any care for the people, just more about the wine deliveries, that they weren't coming in.
I mean, is there any flat hearts? Come on.
He has strayed from the family, but he does still need our help. It has been a few weeks that the winery has been under assault, and I am sad to hear that the last shipment did not make it out.
So, who are these druids? These festy, dandruffy,
Horny.
matted, filthy, horny people.
Dirty, but like kind of sexy. I don't know.
I mean, speak for yourself. Your pants are glowing, by the way, Hans. But
Sorry about that. Hans crosses
thought
his
that-
legs.
I thought that was throbbing. It's definitely glowing. The druids have lived in this area for centuries. They are part of the barbarian tribes that live in the foothills of the mountains, but something has stirred them up. I have my suspicions. I have sent one of my little birdies to look into it. Muriel is seeing what is happening on Yester Hill now, but my suspicions are that the mother of evil has decided it is time to squash the light of my vineyard and take. Well, she took one of the stones from the vineyard. There have been we use stones to help our vines grow. Nothing in this land will grow well unless it is supported by magic. Everything is grown with a taint.
Yes, I
Oh,
tasted
yeah, we
that.
tasted that.
I tasted that upstairs. It was really not your best.
We
vintage.
licked that taint clean.
Yes, it's quite salty.
Why no other parts? Just the taint.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a real shit situation. It adds a real salty background to the wine, which is not pleasant at all.
No.
But, sorry, who is this mother?
Yeah, who's the mother of evil?
She has stalked this land for generations. Her name is Baba Yaga. She claims to be the mother of Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh, that cool guy. Right.
What?
Yes.
Isn't she claims to be, or she actually is? Does anyone know?
Well,
What does
I
he have
don't-
to say about it?
it's not much of a resemblance, and I haven't spoken to Strahd since I was a little boy. He doesn't come by here very much anymore.
Wait,
Oh,
so many questions.
Well, he's kind of been around.
He is always around.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a little bit creepy.
that must have been very, very traumatic.
What must have been traumatic?
When you met Strahd when you were just a small boy?
Yes, he used to come to the winery and collect wine for, he said, for his guests. He would have us send it up to the castle for him. But he has not come to take wine for a very long time. Not certainly since the first stone was taken when I was but a teenager.
How many stones were there?
There were 3. And Baba Yaga began this assault a few weeks ago by taking the second stone. Each stone helps protect a different area of the vineyard, and all that is left is the stone that protects our, shall we say, cheapest grapes, the purple sour mash. Grape mash. It's sour to me. It tastes disgusting, but it seems she hungers for that third stone, and it's been all we can do to hold them off. And he reaches behind a wine barrel and brings out a stone. It's the size of about a rock melon. It's rough hewn on the outside, and it has a warm glow to it.
Any idea what she wants with these stones?
I believe she used the first to power an unholy beast, a construct creature that she now lives in.
Like a mech warrior?
Kind of like a mech warrior, but a cottage.
So a mech
that's
warrior
so
mobile
cool.
home.
Like Hal's
Yes,
moving
yes.
castle?
I was just going to say, yeah.
Like
Kind of like a Winnebago.
like a tour bus.
Yeah.
Like a house on legs, or
But it
Yes.
transforms into a fighting beast?
Wait. That sounds-
Is it a Decepticon or one of the good guys?
It's definitely not good.
not an
Right.
Autobot, hey?
There, that one.
Hmm.
We know our pop culture.
Louise opens a gasket in her helmet, and the water pours out, and then she closes it, and it fills back up with water, and it's no longer cloudy.
Gee, I'm glad you explained that. I was really worried about the cloudiness of Louise's tank water. Tell you what.
I was keeping a close eye on you.
I was going to offer you wine to fill it up, but
Has it always been the way that you need magical stones or magic of some sort to grow anything in this valley?
To grow wine or anything of any quality, the food here generally is, as I said, tainted.
Well, so there must be many stones. If you have 3 stones just for this one, winery, there must
Admittedly
be
impressive winery.
a very, very don't get me wrong, but so there must be many of these stones across the land. Is there not? Or have you
No.
been keeping all of the stones to yourselves here on this one little piece of land?
Listen, a family's got to make a living, right? The wine is
Oh.
important. It's the only thing that keeps the spirits of the Barovians up. They can still grow food. It's just salt.
You sell it at a premium price. I get it. Right. I understand.
Well, yes.
Louise looks at Hans
Mm. he
and just
throws a wink your way.
is quiet.
To be fair, they do need cheering up. They're a pretty bloody miserable bunch, and that lot in Valakai forced to pretend to be happy for some festival after like the Festival of the Burning Sun. What can you tell us about
They were
that?
pretending?
I thought they were.
That's just like everyone I've ever met. Anyone close to me
I
usually
mean,
has that expression on their
Sonny,
face.
Yes, no. Well, I don't know what could be going on
My
there. says
managers, the rest of
Ragyor,
my band, my
That's so
family.
sad.
as he
Whoa.
plasters a grin on his face. I don't know what might be happening there, Sonny.
Ah, see, that's the good time expression I'm used to.
Yes, the town is the current burgomaster is a little strange and brutal. He rules that town with an iron fist and or a demonic fist, even wielded by his adopted son Isaac.
That's very specific wording. I feel like there's a hint in there.
No, he actually has a demonic fist. It's like a big demonic arm. It sometimes creates flame. It's quite
Super
scary.
cool.
Yes, it's very cool. I feel like yes, it's very suspicious.
What do you know what caused the big arm?
No, I'm sorry, I do not know, but I know that this boy was discovered with this arm and taken straight into the burgomaster's service. He was discovered by the lake somewhere, his arm torn from his body, and this small demonic arm growing was tiny at first. It's really just this tiny little baby demonic arm on a grown boy's body, and then it grew until now it's oversized and hulking, has a little spike on top.
It's still attached to the man.
Yes.
So do his feet touch the ground, or is it like some sort of hopping and pole vault?
No, he does like a sort of knuckling maneuver as he moves along.
Right.
Anyway, enough about this man's demonic arm physics. I'm sure you have other questions about this place.
What did you get us to do with that stuff? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, and what's with the crows, the ravens?
Well, as you can see, I and my family are were-ravens. It's part of our bloodline. There are a few others scattered amongst the peoples of Barovia.
It's weird that a were-raven would wear raven, you know? It's like a werewolf wearing a fur coat. It's fucking weird.
It is weird. Why?
I think it's weird.
And are all those
It is
ravens people, or are they just ravens?
No, there's also some ravens.
What about the
but
pigeon? We saw a pigeon. Was he part of your
Yeah,
crew?
is there a
fucking
were
Steve,
pigeon?
I fucking hate Steve.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
is he a were pigeon?
Yes. He's also an asshole in human form, too.
All right, hey, Damo and that, like, just the, a were-rave, that's like the mortal enemy of, like, a vampire, right? Like, as in, like, we're doing tree blood rules and that, so, like, werewolves are, like, enemies of vampires and stuff. I mean, has anyone ever tried to kick Strahd out? Like, has anyone had a go?
Yes, my family and the were-ravens of Barovia, the Fellowship of the Feather. We are a secret society, and
Oh, that's
we
such
gather
a-
information.
Such a
Well,
cool
look,
name.
all right, look, Feather Friends was a bit lame, so we've gone with Fellowship
That's
of the
fair.
Feather.
No, that's fair.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
good change. Still not great, but it's better than anything.
It's better. It's definitely
it's on
better.
the way up.
The cloak is a mark of being ahead of my household, but also the leader of the Fellowship of the Feather.
Wear wings.
Top bloke.
Oh, stormy out.
Right. All right.
So being a leader of the ravens and stuff, like we've seen a lot of ravens all through the land. You known about us this whole time? You've been
Oh yes, I've watched you very closely.
because there was like there was a raven when we were going to the mill, and it was like come.
Yes, that was me. I was like, stop, don't go in here. It's very dangerous.
Yes, but if we hadn't have gone in there, we wouldn't have found our friend Sunny here. I mean, we got rid of Bone Grinder. She was no big deal. I mean, she killed 2 of our friends. But
to be fair,
that
you
was a
also
long time
lost a
ago.
couple of friends along the way, but
When you killed those hags, I was heartened that maybe you could do more than just protect the winery, and perhaps you would be the adventurers that finally took out Strahd.
And just out of interest, how many adventurers have tried to kill Strahd before now?
So
A good
many.
question.
He brings in groups every now and then when he is bored. He likes to toy with you.
Oh, he
Or
so does that. I can
he is-
totally
he
see
is-
that.
He is also looking for someone to follow in his footsteps.
Oh, that would be crazy to do that.
You you feel more confident about us as a group though than any of the others, right? You know,
I do, actually.
That's-
You have killed the hags of the Bone Grinder. You have had your cards read by Madame Eva, and now you have helped free my family. There are other things you will need to do. I saw the most powerful wizard I have ever seen, brought low by Strahd.
who was that?
His name was Mordenkainen.
Oh my!
Morty's boogie woogie! Oh my god! Yeah, sorry.
Have
Sorry.
you
was-
met Mordenkainen then? Have you not
I
actually
did.
met
You
him?
actually met him? You
I did
touched
meet him in the Blue Water Inn. I met him, and
Cool.
he tried to rally the people of Barovia
Oh,
to,
that's so
to assault
cool.
the castle with him, but he
Oh,
was not prepared.
No.
Can I ask a question? Did he have his hat with him, or was this after he'd taken his little tumble off the waterfall?
Oh no, he after the tumble, he is no longer the great wizard he once was.
But he
Oh.
lives.
He took a sharp blow to the head, and he roams the foothills of the mountains to the north,
He's still alive.
hatless, bookless,
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
his mind lost. He would be a powerful ally against the vampire Strahd if you are wishing to stop him. I mean, you are stuck here now, and you can either take his place or be rid of him.
Wait.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
stuck.
What do you
Yeah.
mean stuck here?
Oh,
And did you bring us here, or did Strahd?
Yeah,
no, Strahd brought you here, and no one leaves Barovia.
No.
Nothing
You're mistaken.
leaves Barovia.
Lathander brought me
Not
here.
even your eternal soul.
Oh, someone's been saying that every episode.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
That's not eerily familiar.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh my god. Oh.
Even if you die in this place, your soul will not escape.
Oh.
It is trapped here to be reborn in a body of a Barovian.
Does
What?
that mean that Curly is still somewhere out here?
Yes, it does. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Your friend's soul is trapped until you free him.
And how do we do that? Just kill Strahd. Just simply, we just walk in. Excuse me, Mr. Strahd, we're here to kill you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty keen
I
to do
think that's
that.
probably a terrible idea to do it like that, yes.
I mean, I'm just brainstorming here, mate. There's no terrible ideas in brainstorming.
No, you're right. No,
Hang on a
sorry. No,
second.
positive reinforcement. That was a good plan. I don't mind,
It's a starting point.
Luckily, my fellowship has gathered information on him for years. If you wish to,
What was that fellowship
bring-
called again?
the Fellowship of the Feather Friends. Fellowship of the Feather.
Okay, look, all right. I didn't like. Hey guys, can we really trust
Feathery
this guy?
friends forever.
Just gonna
cool,
throw it
cool.
out there because he says that he was the raven that was there at the mill, but instead of, turning into a person and saying, hey, don't go to the fucking mill because it's dangerous, he stayed in crow form and basically lured us there. He also lured us all over to these places.
I was not sure of you yet
Just throwing it out
because
there.
have been many adventurers Strahd has drawn into Barovia to see if they can take his place as lord of this realm.
So is he planning some sort of retirement plan or a getaway, or what's his
Yes,
skill? What does he want?
he waits for the rebirth of his love, Tatiana.
Oh, that's
yeah?
the name that you are always saying, Hans.
What?
You said it a couple of times. I heard you.
Yeah, you did too.
Louise, you're crazy.
Irina steps forward and takes the old gnarled hands of Damien and looks up at him with this real vulnerability, this just look in her eyes of total fear that she hasn't sort of looked like since she got her powers. It's like they've all drained away from her and she's this small scared girl again. So she looks up into his eyes and she says,
Child.
when I was do you recognize my face?
Child, you look like a Barovian.
I am. I'm the daughter of the Burgermeister of Barovia.
You do not look like the Burgomaster of Barovia.
I do not, because I am not born of him. He found me.
What? What? As Ragyog reaches across the table and takes a big gooey piece of cheese. Sorry. What?
I cannot remember anything before the night that the Burgermeister found me and took me in. Every time I think about it, my head starts to ache, as if all time that I have is fuzzy. I have no memory, but then Strahd has taken me before. And every time he does, I have that
Yes.
same fuzzy, aching feeling in my head. I can't remember what happens every time Strahd takes me.
Oh, child, it seems he has chosen you to be his new bride. I am sorry. You do well to surround yourself with these people, for they are the best protection that you will find in this realm.
Eesh, I am so sorry.
You have my sword.
And
No.
my holy symbol.
What can I do?
What
How
a
can I
rousing
shake
speech.
this? I don't want to be the next vampire Strahd. Would I be called Strahd? Vampire Irina. I mean, there's a
Mrs.
nice name to
Strahd.
that.
Vampirina.
Can I be a good vampire? Like Twilight?
I don't think there is such a thing as a good vampire.
Certainly not a good
But-
Twilight movie.
If he takes you, he will take your mind as well. Strahd must possess and control all things. His story is a sad one. His love, Tatiana, married his brother.
Oh,
And-
snap.
He stopped the marriage to take her away from him. But seeing the monster that he was, she fled
Oh,
and killed herself.
aye.
And now he is locked in this prison of his own making, awaiting her rebirth.
She was
Oh,
she was
because
born
everyone's
into my-
soul stays here.
she was born into my body.
Perhaps, child. Perhaps.
Is now a good time to tell you that I used to belong to Strahd's brother?
What?
What?
Yeah. I thought I mentioned it. I'm sure I mentioned it. Louise, I reckon I told you. Surely I told you.
It is, maybe it has slipped my mind with this beautiful cheese.
It is good cheese, isn't it? It's
No,
great
no, no, no,
cheese.
It
no.
is
What?
really
Go
good.
back.
It's
I don't
such
need to
good
hear about the
cheese, my
cheese.
God, it's great cheese.
But so, you're Strahd's brothers?
yeah,
sword?
it used to be Strahd's brother's sword.
I mean, you've told us a lot of stories since we met you. You've
And-
basically not stopped talking.
And
since
most
the
of them
second we
involved
met you.
cocaine, so I wasn't sure how much to how much credence each story had.
Whoa, buddy. I mean, don't hate the story, hate the...
So Sonny, if that's the case, then do you recognize Irina? Does she look like Tatiana?
You know
look like
you know how Hans was mentioning all that cocaine?
Yeah.
That happened between the two things. So
You don't
I mean,
really remember.
vaguely, but yeah, it's all a bit. I mean, either that or it's some sort of Sandra Sully kind of impersonation. I don't know.
Can you give me a history check, Sonny?
Yeah.
It's always sunny in
Plus.
Barovia.
Of all the celebrities, I went with obscure Australian newsreader Sandra Sully.
I know. Sandra Sully. What?
Yeah, man. Used to do coke with Sandra all the time. All right.
Woo.
I rolled
Seems
high.
likely.
24.
Yeah, you now that you say this and now that you talk about this, you definitely see features that remind you of Tatiana.
Could be my memory returning or the cheese, but yeah, I'm getting a strong Tatiana from you.
Irina, are you okay?
Not really, no. I mean, what am I going to do? If I become, if he gets me, then I'm gone. I get it. Like, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, probably not the worst thing.
No.
Don't say that.
But if there's a successor, then we will never ever be free of this curse that the vampires have over this land. We need to break it.
Yes.
I mean,
It's very
selfishly
noble.
for me as well. But then there's also this. I mean, the sword, like Sonny is a sword. I mean, if we used his brother's sword against him,
Yes.
I mean, if anything, that would be just super rude and really fun. You know.
So rude.
Also, being an energy blade, you will hurt him more than any other weapon.
Oh.
I mean, no pressure, but
Oh, that's really good information.
You will hurt him both physically and emotionally.
I reckon I should do it if I'm holding the sword. Oh my god, that would be so sweet. Can you imagine his face? Ooh.
Oh, it would be so good. Let me just get this straight. If Irina goes meets up with Strahd and they make boom boom, and then there could be another person that comes into the picture who could then take over, and because they all go off into the fantasy land and they're all happy
Yes,
together,
I believe.
right? Is that about
yes,
the story?
that's right. That's right, Hans. You've hit it on the nail on the head. You were really
Hans
insightful in
starts
this
rubbing
discussion.
the ruby in his pocket like furiously.
Why are you rubbing your crotch? I don't-
No, I've just got such an itch. So these sweaty
Anyway.
pants.
Maybe you are having a reaction with the cheese. Maybe you should take everything off and we can have a look.
Yeah, it seems like a
Maybe
really
later.
nasty rash here. I'm pretty sure I've got a cream for that.
Oh.
It's all right. I've done it all the time. Sometimes, you know, it's just a bit. It's just you just get really excited. I mean, it's chub rub happens to the best of us.
Yes, we usually take all our clothes off in another part of the cellar, but I guess you are guests, and that's fine.
is that because of the steaming hot fondue? I bet it's because of the steaming hot fondue.
Yes, it's the steaming hot fondue spa.
Oh, cool.
The cheese spa. It's gooey and delicious.
And-
Anyway,
Damien, I have a question.
Sounds like a John Travolta party.
Is this where Raven? Is it you can pass on this Ravenness to other people?
yes, if you are wounded by the claws of a were-raven, then you can become a were-raven at the next full moon.
So cool.
Are there any drawbacks to this, or
Yes, the first few times you change, you lose your mind and go into a frenzy.
Ragyog
Okay.
stops cheese midway to his mouth. Is that the same for all were creatures?
Yes, that's right.
When the next full moon?
Oh, it is but a week away.
Oh shit.
I would say to you all, beware of the werewolves of Barovia, for that pack has long been under the iron rule of Strahd.
Oh,
They are his creatures.
Oh dear.
cool. Okay, good to know.
I lower my sunglasses. I kind of got bit a couple of days ago.
Oh.
Anyway, we'll.
There is a priest that may be able to help you in the town of Valakai.
Yes, they were churning out a brilliant hymn.
Oh,
the
we
other day.
kind of made fun of him on the way out. Remember?
Oh, yes, that one. No, I gave him the
Yes.
thumbs up. Oh, no,
no,
that
I
was
gave
the
him the
grave
finger.
digger.
So,
Yeah.
Father Petrovich, his church is hallowed, and he holds holy relics of Lathander, and with them he is able to heal the were curse.
And why have you never?
You will need to speak
know.
with him.
Why have you never got healed?
Yeah. If it's such a
Because-
curse.
Because I was not infected with it. It is a bloodline. We have more control.
Well, it
Well,
seems
you
a bit weird
wouldn't
that
be-
you'd still refer to it as a curse, you know?
If you are cursed with it, if you are afflicted with it, then it is. If you wake up in a pool of blood and entrails belonging to your loved ones, I think anyone would call that a curse.
Hey, do you want to scratch this guy? He's just an avatar. I have no real investment in him.
See, the reason I ask is because perhaps it would be much easier for us to infiltrate this castle if we were ravens.
No.
I can-
Well, maybe.
You wish to become were-ravens?
No, I don't.
What is a
everybody else does, though.
A
It's just
werefish
you.
raven?
I mean, I get it. Like if fish wants to learn to fly because they normally can't. I understand the pull, Louise, but then maybe there's a better way. I feel like,
I don't know. It seems like a very good idea. We could just fly
Okay,
in and
yeah, I
just
know,
go over
being
the
a
I
fence.
have
Raven.
spent my life
I would just
studying
s-
Strahd.
fly, throw this
Yes.
sword through his chest, and then he dies, and there's blood everywhere.
You can't
And
just kill Strahd so
That
easy.
is a lovely fantasy, but you will not kill him so
Yes,
easily.
would
I
you-
agree.
I feel like we would need to
So cool.
outsmart him. I know he's smart.
So smart.
There are a few things that you will need if you wish to stop him.
And what are those?
He draws power from a temple high in the mountains to the north. The Amber Temple. It is a cold, cold place. And if you go there, you will need to be prepared for that bitter cold. But there you may sever his link to that power.
again, the feathers are very warm. We could use that in the temple.
I'm getting closer to this were-raven idea, definitely. What else would there be that we'd have? So once we do the amber thing,
You will also need allies.
No.
I would say the wizard would be your best, but his mind is damaged. You would need to
Find his
find
hat.
a way to help him.
And you also mentioned like holy symbols and powerful items, which I will definitely go back to visit the priest in Valakai. But we got our cards read by charming lady who is now the
Madam
proud
Eva.
owner of my old toad, Bevan. She said something about could you tell me, is there a place that's sandy around here at the Wizard of the Wines?
What do you look for?
Well, I look for what was it? She said there was a treasure that hid in wood and sand. And she specifically said to look to the Wizard of the. Did I say something
She
funny?
sees much. Yes, that is where I usually keep it. And he reaches into his robe and pulls out an amulet.
Ooh. Could I have a closer look at that?
This amulet has been in my family for generations. It is the holy symbol of ravenkind. He passes it over to you. It's a it's a round medallion, like a amulet medallion with a large multifaceted ruby in the center. And carved around the ruby are the figures of ravens circling. And on the outside of the circular disc of the amulet are sunburst lines, like spikes that go out from the sides. Just seeing it, Ragyog, you can feel its power. It is an incredibly powerful item.
Whoa, this is I like the little sun bits, that's for sure. This is an item of great power, I sense.
It is.
Yeah.
It is something that I would be willing to part with if you were willing to help me and my family.
You mean
There
more
is
than
one
we've
other
already?
thing.
Yeah, you mean after we rescued you? Okay, yeah.
Well, the danger is not over. And there is one other thing that you must do before you stop Strahd, unless you wish to face her at the same time as well.
Gosh, we gotta
This is
kill
the
his
mother of
mum as
evil,
well.
right? Yeah.
Yes, you must kill Baba Yaga.
We've done crones before, right?
Yeah.
But wouldn't that enrage him, killing his mother?
Yes, but it will also bring back the source of wine for the whole valley.
Oh, well, as long as
well,
everyone
he
can get
did
drunk.
that.
Of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
it will.
yeah.
Yeah, I bet
Let's
it
keep
will.
the
Yeah,
masses
no,
I
no,
mean, we've got to
dulled
have a
and
little bit of
stupid.
tipple before we go and face Strahd. I mean, a bit of Dutch courage wouldn't hurt.
Yes, the people will be heartened by this return.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
I will
people.
give you wine to take to the towns.
Does
And
Strahd like
with
wine?
the-
Do we need to give him some wine?
Yeah, fuck Strahd.
With the masses on your side,
But
you
would,
can assault the castle.
would there be any kind of people who own a winery who might actually benefit from the wine going out to everyone? I just
I think you are referring to this fine gentleman, Damien, and
I believe his name
Yes.
is Davian, as in avian,
Yes,
because
we
of the
both-
word thing.
Oh, it's
We
a pun.
both
It's a bird
benefit.
pun. I get it.
Yes.
We both benefit from this.
Oh, yeah, you both.
But if you
But
set
everyone
this land
does.
free, everybody will benefit, including yourselves.
Hans makes eyes at Louise.
It's a bit of a quid pro quo.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
get it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we're not going to get out of here unless we kill Strahd. And I feel like you guys are the ones to do it with, but we do need to strengthen ourselves and collect allies. And
Stop his source of power.
I mean, I don't know, maybe we do that and then we think about how we set a trap. I mean, I don't know how you feel, Irina. I'm not going to just volunteer you up to do that, as hard say, the boom boom with Strahd. I mean, surely that's up to you how you want to proceed with that.
Yes. Don't go anywhere near that castle unless he is as weak as possible. And I know there's probably many steps that we have to take in order to get there, up to maybe 15 more steps that approximately go for about an hour. But I really do believe at the end of it, we're going to at least get the friends we made along the way.
Totally.
Yes.
Just to recap, there is any other sources of power that we can get out of as a barrier, overcome those barriers before we get to Strahd? I mean, you've got this.
yes,
the
you have
tower
already
and
said two. There must
the
be a
wizards.
third.
Is there a third, as going by the rule of threes or anything? Or
For further allies, there was one who passed through here recently. She was headed to the ruins of Argonavostholt.
oh,
It
bit of a mouthful, that one.
Yes, it's quite difficult to pronounce Argonavostholt. It sits on the mountain, handily on the way to Baba Yaga's current place of residence.
Is there a particular order you would recommend in terms of planning the route? Don't want to double back.
Well,
Save
I
time.
would ask that you help my family first,
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Before we are destroyed.
And sorry,
Right.
what was that? That was
Baba
killing
Yaga.
the mother.
Killing Baba Yaga.
Yes.
And then getting all the wine out to the people. Right. Yep.
And we have 1 week before Ragyog turns himself into a scary, scary werewolf.
Oh, yes.
But we're supposed to go
yes.
back and to do the burning sun thing as well.
We could all
Maybe-
turn
I mean, the
into
calendar's
trolls as well.
really filling up.
Baba Yaga is only a few hours travel from here.
All right. Well, I do have an RDO tomorrow, but I think I could probably get to it by Tuesday. Tuesday feel pretty good to you guys. Yeah, you feel about Tuesday? Tuesday feel good? Happy with
I
Tuesday?
feel good
Tuesday.
about
All right,
All right,
Tuesday. it is.
Tuesday?
Let's go
Yeah,
with
Tuesday would be great.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tuesday
Yeah,
should
no,
work.
no.
Yes,
I
I
ain't
can,
doing
I can
nothing.
clear my calendar.
I mean, really, try not to die is high on my list of priorities. So yeah, we can
Good
fit
luck.
this in.
But look out
Thanks,
for...
Hans.
Look out,
Appreciate your help on that matter.
No worries. I'm here to
look
help.
out for Esmeralda on your way.
Well, who's she?
Somebody
She
named-
said
Who's
she would...
There's
The
another
young lady
person?
that I told you of, she may be of assistance. She is a seasoned monster hunter.
Mm.
Where would we
Well,
find Esmeralda?
Think
She's
Salty.
she went to Argonavos.
Ah, yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, that one. Yeah, right.
Okay, right. When you have 3.5 families, it's hard to remember all the names.
Yes, Argonavos was the ancient home of a great silver dragon.
Cool. I do like
Is this
dragons.
dragon
Was-
friendly or not?
It was
It was a
silver.
great dragon of good until it was slain. It
Oh.
was slain by Strahd.
Of course. it
now-
was. Oh, jeez.
Its fallen house is all that remains, guarded by a statue of a great dragon.
Wait. The old crow did a card reading about that as well.
Really?
Is she?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
We should definitely go there.
I do not know. I was not there.
Oh yeah, the stone dragon. Yeah. I remember
You
that
have
now.
such a good memory,
Well,
Ragyog.
the hour grows late. We have sat and talked all day, even though it only feels like about 57 minutes. It's been a full day, and you must be weary. I invite you to rest.
So weary. Like Mo has barely been hanging on to this conversation. Her eyelids are
Mm.
totally droopy. She's feeling real wrecked.
We have many rooms that we can give you a good night's rest before you set out. You will want to be prepared before you face Baba Yaga.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to try out that fondue jacuzzi.
Do you swear to take her out first,
Well, I mean,
and
Oh.
then to do your utmost to bring down Strahd?
Yes, it
Will you make this bond with me?
it seems a little.
Oh.
I guess it
Wow,
is kind of like
everything's
training.
moving so
us.
fast.
Ragyog steps forward. Stop fucking around, everybody. We don't have forever to be in this bloody miserable land that we find ourselves in.
Hey, she lives here.
I mean, no offense. It's just, in this lonely traveler thing guide, there's just lots of other nice places I'd like to see. You've got my word, Davo.
Irina steps forward as well. You absolutely have my word. Nobody has a bigger stake in this than I do. I want to see it done.
Thank you.
Are the cheese and wine free if we sign up?
Absolutely.
Well,
in!
you've got my vote.
I am in.
Is there a chance that this will help liberate the masses from the boot of the bourgeoisie?
Not only will you liberate the masses, but you will lead the proletariat against the bourgeoisie.
Well, call me a pinko, but I'm in.
Okay, Pinko.
No, actually, don't actually call me that.
Oh, you said call me a Pinko.
No, it was. Never mind.
Hans shifts side to side and fidgets quite a bit and looks to the Birdman figure, Michael Keaton, and says, Yes, I want the true ruler of this land to control it. I am for that.
Well, I'm glad you're all together.
We
Rest
are.
the night, and in the morning, I will have parting gifts for you before you set out.
Can we roll an insight check on that?
It's more cheese, isn't it?
Yes.
It's going to be more cheese.
On what? On
On
me?
Hans's
On
like
Hans? Yeah.
very suspicious.
Yeah, vaguely worded promise.
Oh, that's an 11. Fully believed.
You didn't say you were rolling for that, Ben.
No.
But I did.
Are we all?
Nah, I'm not.
I don't know how many people were looking to keep insight in that. I was only hearing one person say it.
All right. I won't.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What did you get?
I got
Louis?
13 on my
Irina got a
deception.
9 anyway, so
I got 13.
Arena is just as suspicious of Hans as she was before.
Yeah,
Louis?
that's expected.
Mo got a 20.
Ooh.
Mo is sus on Hans.
And so is.
I think everyone's pretty sus on
Ragnar.
Hans right now.
I don't know. Sonny heard free cheese and wine, and he's
Except
being
Sonny.
going.
Yeah.
Why is everyone sus of me? Is my pants on fire?
No, but they have been glowing for about 12 hours. And
No!
I think you might need to see a doctor.
It's so hot in here.
So the families guide you to plush guest rooms for people who need to stay at the winery after too much wine tasting. There's really nice rooms set out, and each of you has your own space, and you all are very nicely accommodated for the night.
Would we call this the guest wing?
Yes, that's
a
what
good
we
one,
call
Sonny.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
what we
really
call
good.
it.
This is much more to what I'm accustomed to back in the mansion. Oh, very nice.
I think that is the perfect place to end this episode of DPR Does Curse of Strahd. Hey rollers, it's Greg here. I'm now DPR's most distant member, emotionally, physically, and temporally. But that's a different matter. I wanted to include our dice section in today's episode because of some interesting insights on the game. We release one of these with every episode exclusively for our amazing patrons. Don't forget, if you love what you hear and want to support us, you will get to hear us wax lyrical about how funny we think we are every single week, along with a bunch of other great bonus content. All you need to do is head to www.patreon.com/dicepaperroll, and you can support us with a donation as small as $1 a month. If you think we're worth more, hey, fill your boots, friends. Enjoy the dice section.
Oh, it's another dice section. Another dice section where we cut apart the
Episode
game and we
25.
talk about all the funny things we said and did, and then we
Pat ourselves on the back.
I mean, we really made up for episode 23 then. We did a lot. Well, we sat and ate cheese, but we spoke about a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
we
was
hashed out a lot.
exposition time, I think.
Yes, it was time to
Bit of reveals.
Kick the game along.
Reveals.
get on with it.
Ah.
as they
Yes,
say
get
in the
on with
business.
it.
Yes, get on with it. No, it's good. It's exciting to be able to reveal those links in the story that I've been trying to hint at for a while.
Mm,
Sometimes it's better to be battered over the head with a
yeah.
clue.
With a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there one in particular
raise.
you were like, come
That's
on,
insulting.
guys? Or
The one I kept talking about Argana Vostholt and the Silver Dragon, and you guys were like, yeah,
When?
yeah,
What?
just then in that episode.
yeah.
No, just in that
Yeah.
episode. And then Ben's finally like, hang on.
Oh, the crown said about that. Yeah.
I mean,
But it was
Ben
nice.
was like, hang on, but he was the only one who even twigged.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I've
That's
got
it.
those notes. Totally.
But the lead in stuff like the souls escaping Barovia stuff, I'd sort of been trying to drop hints about, and that's all linked to the Tatiana stuff
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Mm,
Um,
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Yeah, and the obviously who the Raven is has been the whole way along, and that he's been trying to sort of nudge you in this direction to try and help him.
Yeah. That was
I
cool.
actually really kind of enjoyed trying to put him throw him under the bus
Yeah.
in terms of like what's going on with Hans, but also like it would have been a whole lot clearer if you had just turned into your human form and gone like, hey, yo, wait, hold up a second. Don't go in there.
Yeah, that would have been way better.
Yeah, but no one else is like, oh yeah, why didn't you do that? Everyone's like, oh no, it was totally fine. He was a crow. Duh.
Dramatic tension, Dan.
Yeah, Danny.
Maybe it was a full moon.
Yeah, I've got my
Dan.
my own things I could have tried.
No, I'm actually pretty sure it was a full moon, maybe.
And he also didn't know whether you were going to be good or bad.
Yeah. And,
Yeah,
maybe
that's true.
revealing himself that close to the
Mm.
crone's place is not a great idea.
It's also right next to Strahd's castle.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's true.
Castle
pertinent
Ravenloft. I'm
information.
thinking he's got another ulterior motive. Claim
Ravenloft.
the loft.
He's going to usurp it before
He's going to live in
Hans
the
can.
attic. No, wait, sorry.
No,
Yeah, I
it's in
loved
like
it.
Strahd stole like the Ravens used to like be the ones in charge of Barovia, and then Strahd stole their castle.
Feels like a pretty good working theory.
Yeah.
Mm.
Too many
Taking it
theories.
from
Sonny
the
being
working
the brother's sword is something.
Yeah, there's a bit of extra backstory there that I didn't get to work in, but it's there. I've done
Oh, has
some
that always
homework.
been there? I thought
Yeah,
you just
it's
made
always
it up
been
on the
there.
spot.
No.
No.
I was
I
like,
play
way to
fast
throw
and-
yourself into the works.
Well,
Were you just not? You were just going to reveal that whenever, or
Nobody bloody asked, did they?
No,
Nobody
no one
bloody
did.
asked.
Too busy making dick jokes.
I guess. Didn't.
That was
You just
often our
found
curse
yourself a magical
of
talking
Strahd.
sword and just didn't think twice about why it might be magical or what it's doing there. No. Just carry on.
whoopsie.
No.
Ah.
You always led us to believe that there wasn't much backstory.
Well, maybe I was being modest.
It was fun. It was fun because then, like, with like the irate.
Oh, so modest that Greg's hung up.
Oh, I can still see
There
Greg.
you go.
Oh, there he is.
Jesus. To be
Okay.
also to have the Irina that she's like wasn't born
Yeah.
noble, that she was like found
Yeah.
and she has no memories and that sort of stuff, and then have the Sunny thing. It was just like oh my god, that was very fun.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. Little pieces of the
Yeah.
puzzle. coming into
Yeah, it was
play.
really good.
Mm.
I think there's more. I think there's more story to tell there too.
Yeah.
Well, how much would I mean? Louise probably has no idea what Curly's Taroka reading was. Did anyone else learn Louise's Taroka reading? I mean,
Curly's.
We were
Curly.
all in the room together.
Yeah, we all got
Just
they
the
all
one
got
reading.
same one.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it was all just the one reading.
Remember group discounts?
Yeah, that's right.
We all got drunk and got a Taroka reading.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Episode 8, for anyone who's wondering.
Mm.
I'm gonna write that down.
Jack's gonna. I was talking to the listeners, but
I did a drawing of the amulet.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
new
This is
artist
the most
in
amount of art we've
residence.
What does it look like?
Let's see it. We'll pop it up on Patreon, everybody.
Ta-da!
Can confirm.
Fuck yeah.
Richie bloody did.
That is.
Oh wait, show us
Sorry.
again. Oh no.
You gotta screenshot
Look
it.
at the detail. Look at that. Look
Amazing.
at the crows.
That's-
They're not
that's
flying.
pretty-
Hey,
pretty
look
damn
out.
good.
That's great.
No,
That's pretty damn good.
no, it's not. Stop humoring me.
Oh.
I've started taking notes. Haha! It helps me digest things.
I've been taking notes and they haven't been helping me.
But you got to read them, Jack.
Well, okay, this is only the second time I've taken notes, and it's yet to be determined if they will actually help me. But we'll see.
No, I looked back at my notes from last week.
I just put an image of that amulet in the Discord chat. So.
Fuck, Lauren, you are amazing.
Nailed it.
God, what are you
Nailed it.
I thought that was Lauren.
wow.
True.
Okay.
That's pretty close.
I didn't see it.
Well, yeah.
No, it was good. It was good to get that. It feels like we got direction now too.
Feels less like an episode of Lost and more like an episode of Lost.
Are we in purgatory?
Oh, spoilers,
Yeah.
man.
I've still been having a lot of fun
Fuck,
trying to
ruined it.
sow the seeds of like distrust in whoever it is that we're trying to work
Yeah,
with.
well, just keep
Yeah.
sowing
Oh,
them and we'll
yeah.
see how it goes, okay?
Yeah, I know.
We've-
Well, as
I am coming for
I kind of
you.
feel like there's
I
a
am-
little bit of metagaming.
I am so
I
coming
don't
for you.
I have a question for you, Hans.
Mm.
Dan, does
Yeah.
Hans,
Yeah.
is he in any way, or Hans, let me ask you, are you
Yeah.
in any way now losing faith? And I'm metagaming here because I know what's happening. Strahd told you all you had to do was rub that ruby, and you've been rubbing it all.
It's fucking taken a long fucking time.
Where is he?
I don't know.
If that was
Huh?
a pizza, you get a freebie.
Hey, he can't enter a building unless he's invited.
I'm pretty sure he's being invited by Hans.
No, he needs to be specifically like someone needs to open the door.
I wasn't sure if maybe that was the case or whether I know I have had an idea of when it could happen, but that's all right.
I guess
How much longer are you under thing then, though?
It was
not until the morning,
No.
till dawn.
What's gonna happen?
I guess we'll have to wait and find
I
out next
wanna-
episode on
guess
DPR
so.
does this.
I don't know. I guess things could get super cool.
Super crawl.
Oh, quid pro quo.
No,
That was good.
Oh,
I'll
get
give that
out.
to you.
Get
I'll give
out.
that to you.
Go on, meow.
Hey,
Quality.
I feel like this might be a dissection that we include in the episode for free this week to entice you all to come on over to Patreon. We do these every week for every episode. So head on over, folks. Patreon.com/dicepaperroll. You
Do
can get
it.
access to these every week and a bunch of other stuff.
I guess
You
we
think this is
are
worth $1 a month?
including it now that you have said that.
Well, I can always cut it because Greg's joke was a great place to end the ep. In fact, way better than what it is going to be now.
Awkward. And you get this awkward ending every single week with your subscription.
Oh, hey, so
to
Greg, I didn't get
Patreon.
to intro my character at the very start. Good callback. Can I do it now?
Oh, dude.
Mm.
I must have just not listened to you at all. I did not. I still have zero recollection of that first intro. I was like,
it was second.
That's so
Anyway.
funny.
Just the
Good
way you
job,
said it,
Ben.
you were so smug that we'd missed somebody. You were just like, well, I'm better friends than everyone else is.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dan. But,
well done, Dan. Dickhead.
Well done,
you forgot
Dan, you
Ben.
idiot.
I
It's just
wasn't
like
feeling
that.
extra smug. That's just how smug I am normally.
That's true.
Greg, now with extra smug.
It's so
Anyway,
funny
thanks
because I
for
was so
listening.
terrified of doing exactly the same thing.
Hey, maybe we should all do this on Zencaster once we've done our intro. Put our hand up.
Ben's
yeah.
put the
Now we have to include the video of
Ben's
this
put the Big Nut
dissection.
Fever filter on his video profile. Big Ball Fever profile.
Hey.
Ball fever filter.
Hey.
I need this filter in my life.
Hey guys, I've got something to say.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's
Yeah,
so
what are you gonna
annoying.
say,
If
Dan?
this was in an actual chat, I'd be like, fuck
it
off.
looks really passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very whatever that parish church thing
guys.
was. You have no
Guys, I've got
authority
some-
here, Greg.
yeah.
I've got something to say, guys. We've missed Ben's intro.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.